and welcome back. I'm Deirdre, and this is another episode about downsizing the size of my house and upscaling my life and all of the things that I'm doing to make my apartment just right for me. I took you through the design of my balcony garden a few weeks ago, and really the weather has been vile and I was sick, and so nothing much sort of happened about that. We had a little taste of spring and then it just completely went away again. But it is now the middle of September and spring will come, whether, it doesn't seem like it at the moment, but it will happen. So I have finally got to stage 2 of 3. Today I went out and I bought some of the plants, and I'm going to show you what I bought and roughly where I'm putting them out on the balcony. What I've done is the same as I do in any garden. When you get some plants, you go out, you buy them, and then you place them around in the garden, sort of where you think they're going to go, and you have a look at them and you think about them, you let them settle in a wee bit, and then you plant them. And that's effectively what I've done. I've just placed them out where I'm going to put them, I think, and I'm having a little, think about them in the meantime. But I'll show you what I've done and then we can talk about it.
I said right at the beginning that I would treat this like a real garden. So I've planned it, and just like a normal garden, ignoring the fact that it's a balcony. And now I've bought some of the plants. Now right now you can see the biggest issue that I have to deal with is the wind, and today it's a cool wind, but in the summer it's going to be hot. So I've tried to take that into account when I've been buying, and I'm going to be thinking about it all the time. Now right now I've still got this pot here, which is broken, you see, and I bound it up with some copper wire just for now because it is my doorstop. And one of the things I forgot to do when I was at the garden store was to buy a hook to go on the door to hold it open. So that will go. So some of this cramped area will, no longer is cramped. And whatever I put in here, and I'll keep the flax. I'll definitely keep the flax, but I'll think of something else, I think, to go there. I've got a couple of bags of potting mix ready to start using, and having carried them up 2.5 flights of stairs, I can tell you that they don't get any lighter, but I can still do it, which is a good thing. I've just got my usual little trolley around the corner with my planting, gardening things in it. And at the end, facing west, I've got these 2 really good sized pots, because this is going to be the hottest area, and they will need to be able to carry water effectively. Now they'll be, these are the Restringias, and they all come, when they're planted, they will already be sort of halfway up that, they'll be halfway up the rail just by planting them. I will definitely also screen, but at the moment that'll be a good start. I've got my bird bath in the corner here. It needs a little wash, but that's next to do. I treated myself to a jasmine just because they're so beautiful and they smell lovely, and that's a treat. Now these 2 boxes that are tucked behind, they go back out onto the entranceway. Is still waiting to be painted after the repair of the concrete that's going on. So they've got to wait in here for a while. That's a lantern that I've got a candle for that, so I must put that in. I'm not sure where I'm going to hang it. I've got the mirror and the candlesticks here, so I've also just got some candles for those. I've also got some lights, which will be rather fun, and that little succulent is doing very well. So in this corner the grey pots will go, and I will probably paint the terracotta one and may well leave the jasmine in it, but tuck it back against the Restringia, not certain. Then along here I have got 4 of these balcony pots, which are rather neat. This is a baby agapanthus, a really small one in the white. I've got some seaside daisy. This is a lovely little plant called Thrift, Almeria, but here we are. And this one I probably will use in a bigger pot because it is a wonderful draper. It does run over, it does get carried away. But they're the sorts of things I'm having in here. So once again, the little agapanthus, the Limonia, the stasis, which is a great seaside plant, more seaside daisy, lamb's ears, which are great, more of the little agapanthus, another little thrift in the pink, more lamb's ears and stasis and some more of the agapanthus. And then on this table, in this little bowl, put some gravel at the bottom, give it a little bit of potting mix, not a lot, and hopefully it'll form a really nice mound in this little blue pot to sit here on the table when I'm not using it. I also bought myself a treat, and you'll see why in a minute. It's this beautiful hydrangea with these gorgeous black stems. When I turn it round, you'll laugh, because it's called White Night. So there we go. It's an obsidian collection because it's got black stems, I presume. But it's a gorgeous white hydrangea, and it's called White Night, just like me. And where I want to put the tree, a taller tree, I still have this box, which I've just trimmed. It is actually healthier than it looks. And it's still sitting there because, once again, that's going to go out and into the entranceway once the concrete area has been finished with the repair. So I'm ready to go. So I'd say I'm at sort of stage 2 of 3. I've got the plants and I'm sort of thinking about where they are and how they'll be and the right place to put them. And it'll just be a process of building, I think, from here. I've looked at a few trees. Once again, the olives maybe to go in here, which would be really nice.
And there it is. It's going to be lovely, but I will still have to screen that far end in some way because of the summer heat. Now, remember, I'm in the southern hemisphere, so that is a north and west facing balcony, so I'll get lovely northern light, but I will get blistering westerly late afternoon heat, and I will also get the northwest and the northerly winds that are very warm here in the summer. So it is going to be a hard garden to keep alive. So what I've done is choose plants that are fairly tough. I've chosen a lot of plants that do well at in the ocean sort of environment, you know, the beach environment, coastal areas. So I've built some of those silver-leafed plants, things like the agapanthus. They are the small ones, so they're very haven't got a big leaf system, so there's less evaporation, but they're also very tough and they form very strong root balls, so they can survive pretty well in dry areas. Really, I think everything I've put there out on those little balcony ones, the hanging pots across the edge of the rail, they are all absolutely coastal garden plants, because that's on a balcony, that's effectively what you have to do. One of the things that helps. So that's one thing. The Westringia, I know I've talked about that before. It can be hedged and it will form a really good screen at the end there. And the other plants, well, the jasmine was because, you know, it's going to just burst into beautiful perfumed flower heads really soon, and I couldn't resist that. And of course my White Night hydrangea with the beautiful black stems. I'll feel like I've really achieved something when I've got the balcony to be just a really nice place to go and sit in. I've got some nice little solar lights to put up, and I've got a bit of fiddling around to do, a bit of fun things, I think, so it's going to take a wee while. 3 or 4 stages, I think. So if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see some more, find out what the balcony finally looks like. I'm on Instagram if you'd like to follow me there. And whatever you're doing this week, I hope you're having a lovely time, and I will see you soon. Bye.